And we're back here with another episode of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, a.k.a. RGB. Bittersweet episode here. We got the season finale for the Pitch, Putt, and Puff. Completely done. Freer Park's closed. Weather's not cooperating with us. Low 40s, wind, rain. It's pretty much a wrap here for the season. We might, maybe get a round or two in January, February if the weather cooperates. But most likely the clubs are officially out of the car. Real depressing day for me. So what we're going to do is 2024 season recap. Going to have a few of the boys jump on, and we'll break down some of the highlights, lowlights, and some stories throughout the year. Before we do that, though, let's give a shout-out to a few sponsors. Now, a new sponsor we have here on the show is Shady Shafts. Make sure you guys go check out these shafts. The shaft wraps, they're pretty legit. They got a design and style for every golfer. Go to shadyshafts.com. You can check out a variety of different options. They also can do some minor customization. So go check them out. Use promo code PUFF20. PUFF20 will save you 20% at checkout over at shadyshafts.com. Great episode last week with Shady Shafts, and it's a pleasure to have them on. Hopefully we continue to build a nice little relationship here in the podcast world. And once he gets those custom designs going, we can get a nice little pitch, putt, and puff shaft out there. Also here locally, 518-420 Bliss. Make sure you guys stop in there, check them out. 740 Hoosick Road in Troy. Located right in the Walmart Plaza. Everything you're looking for, flour, pre-roll, edibles, tinctures, vapes, you name it, they got it. If you're in there looking for some edibles or vapes, make sure you check out Jaunty. They have a great line of products. They have the blueberry lemonade, the mango sunrise gummies, also in the cartridges, variety of different options. Just found out they're coming out with a bunch of new flavors and a whole new line, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I get them on here soon as well. But go to 420-bliss.com, set up your delivery or your pre-order right on the website. If you want to use the app, just go to Just a Little Higher in the App Store, download the 420 location, and you can set up everything right there. They also have a point system where you can earn rewards and such on there as well. And then last but not least, we got my man Marty over at Trouble Off the Tee. TroubleOffTheTee.com, been a big supporter of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff from the jump. TroubleOffTheTee.com, polos, hats, quarter zips, hoodies, you name it, he's got it over there. He's got a great Black Friday sale going right now, so go and check that out. And when you're over there, make sure you take a look at the book. Author's Marty Midian, narrated by Jake Adams from Country Club Adjacent. It's available on Spotify and Audible. It's one of those books that you're not going to want to put down. I always say it. When you're listening to it in the audio version, you're going to drive around the block a couple times to finish a chapter. So make sure you guys go check out Trouble Off the Tee. Going to take a quick break. Going to have a few of the boys jump on here and recap the season. And we're back here on the Pitch, Putt, and Puff. I got my man Scrounge, a.k.a. Brad, joining us. What's up, Brad?
What's up, America?
And then also Mikey, a.k.a. Michelangelo. What's up, brother?
What up, kid?
What's happening, man? So we're going to recap the season. We got Anthony with Upstate Golf Guys with us as well. He went to take a shit real quick, so he'll be right back. Going to recap the season, man. It's been a long season. So April 1st was the first round I played at Freer Park.
Not long enough, Roger.
It's not, man. We're really getting screwed out of a weekend this weekend with the weather. It's going to be 45 and raining, so that's definitely – we're not going to get anybody to go out and play golf in that. I mean, I would, but if it's windy like that, it's too much. It's not enjoyable at all.
Do you know how many rounds the PPP got in this year?
28 at a Freer Park.
28.
28 of 32, or 28 of 30, what was it, 31 possible weeks. We had 2 rainouts in the county.
And then you missed one of those.
And I missed one of those. Yep.
Wow, nice work.
Yeah, I missed the one. I miss the one every year when I go on vacation. But
we take care of stuff. We hold it down for you.
Oh yeah.
We still need you to set the tee times.
Yeah, I still have to set tee times and set the groups and all that shit, so everybody fucking shows up and knows whose cart to get in and who you going with? Who you going with? Guys, you guys are in the box. Oh, I can't figure out who I'm riding with.
When did you say PPP's first round was this year?
Well, April 1st was the first opening day of Freer. So
right.
It had to be April 5th, April 6th, I think was that Sunday. Okay. I'm not looking at a calendar right now, but
yeah, because I didn't join you guys. My first round with you guys was May 18th.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably missed the first couple weeks. It's always tough. So this is another thing I think I'm gonna do for next year is we have the 9 o'clock tee time, but that guarantees me 2. If I can get 3 tee times and push us back 45 minutes, a half hour, and get the commitment from everybody that they're going to, I can get a solid 12 guys, I'll have no problem bouncing that back an hour. If everybody wants to do that, you know what I mean?
I mean,
it gets hot.
We had a solid 12 guys the last, what?
6 weeks?
8 weeks.
Yeah, 6, 8 weeks of 12 guys, because you got to figure, I mean, Charlie seems like he's a full-time. I should have sent Charlie this message, the link for this, because he's been looking to get on. Whatchamacallit, he's probably going to be a full-time guy next year, I'm assuming. Ant-Man's going to, when he don't have football, he'll play. Obviously, you guys with the AM tour, you guys, if you're not there, you're there.
Nope.
So you're all done. So yeah, so Mikey's an every Sunday guy now. That was a matter of time. Me and Bob called that in the beginning of the season.
Look at that smile.
The beginning of the season.
It's like a cleanse. It's like a cleansing.
But Jay's gonna miss a couple weeks here and there. That's expected. Brad, you always got shit going on, so you're gonna miss. You're gonna go to Vegas. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. So you're always gonna miss a week or two here and there. But I'm hoping to get Steve back full time and serious. Like, that's a bit like something I really want to happen. Get Big Steve back and get the old Steve back where he was just out there having fun.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a different. There's two Steves. There's Steve who's miserable Steve, and then there's fun Steve. And when you get fun Steve, it's one of the greatest people to be around. You get miserable Steve. It's like, shut the fuck up and hit your ball and let's go.
Yeah, I think the one round that I got paired up with him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the cart with us in the same group.
Yeah.
But dude, I think he was actually pretty chipper that day.
Yeah.
There wasn't no miserable. He didn't crack out with like any of the PP jokes or any of his what would you call it, like self-deprecation.
Yeah. Just he beats himself up.
He really does, dude.
And Mikey, I knew like putting him with you and like their music wise, you guys would click on the music shit. Like, I knew like there's certain things like when I'm making these groups, I really think about, all right, who can I put this person with? Like Hank and Brad are two people I can put with fucking anybody. And I love that because I'm like, I feel bad for you guys sometimes because I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to keep putting you with the same people. But like, I know you guys will all.
I don't even notice.
See, that's the good thing. You guys just go with the flow, and I know I don't have to worry about it.
Scrouch is the most drama-free human being.
Yeah, Hank too. You just show
Hank. I love Hank.
Hank's great, man.
Really
I hope his finger's all right. We get him back in full swing next season.
We need an update from him.
Hank brings you up, man. Hank brings, I think, everybody I've seen him play with, he brings up. He brings your spirits up. That's one thing I love about Hank. Yep. You have a good shot, he'll come up and say, Anthony, really good shot, man.
Yeah, he'll definitely,
he makes sure you know it. You know what I mean? I love that about him.
And you never spend 1 minute looking for his ball because it's always in the fairway or just off it. You're not looking in the woods ever, dude. He's awesome.
Sure. Great guy.
Always in the fairway.
Like, and that's the thing too. Like, even if he does get in trouble, he's not in trouble to where he's got a bad shot. Like, in trouble to him is literally in the rough to the right on the first hole. Like, that's in trouble for Hank. Or hitting.
Like, I wonder if he's taken any penalties this summer. Like, what he must have, but how?
He's the only time I've seen him take one was on the fifth hole in the gully.
Yep.
And going left, he would go more straight, like to the left side of the cart path there. That would be the only time, I think, maybe twice all season. And I played a lot of golf with Hank this year.
Yeah.
Only spot I missed. Only spot I've seen him miss as well, Raj. That's why I was thinking the fifth hole.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Like, I played a lot of golf with all you guys, but like in the long scheme of things, I probably played easily 75 to 100 rounds with like over 100 fairway more than anybody, but with Hank and like 75 rounds, I bet you. He was out there 3 days a week with us.
Yeah.
That's how you become boys, man. That's how you get close with guys out there in that course.
Now is he retired like fairway?
Yep, he's retired. He was a county worker. He retired 5 years ago now. He just turned 60, so 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Living the life, dude.
And that's the thing, too. Look at our range of guys we have. We got fairways in the 70s, Hank in the 60s. Mikey, you're fucking in your 50s. We got a bunch of guys in the 40s. And then we got, the guys in the early 30s. And then you got Kirk and Ant-Man in their 20s and shit. So it's like a variety of different guys we got.
Yeah.
Good mix-up.
It is a good mix-up.
Mesh. It's like the fucking, it's literally like the land of misfit toys, man. It's what we are. I should make a t-shirt.
That was one of my challenges, like throughout the year, was you were pairing me up with somebody new every week. So I was trying to get to know everybody that I don't know.
Right.
Like, obviously, Anthony, Brad, my son, Kirk, but I've never played with Hank before. For the first time this year.
Yeah.
Fairway's a trip.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to get to know Mikey because, one, he looks like a turtle. But two, he's got that beard that you're like, is this dude a lunatic? Like, do I have normal conversation with this guy, or is he going to kill me with my golf club? So it takes a few rounds with Mikey to know what you've got.
Mikey, you are a tough person to read.
And he looks like a turtle.
Look at that. Anthony, the first time I met Mikey, Anthony brought him to golf, and I'm like, who is this guy? I'm like, look at his beard. I'm like, this thing is serious. He's serious about the beard. And he's a little mean to me. I'm like, he's being a little mean. He gave me a nickname already. I'm like, all right, well, so far this is fine.
Well,
I'm like, but he seems all right.
That's why I said, and the first time he met you, he had a name for you, my friend, and we already know that name. And
that's what I mean.
That
was the first round. He's like, look at this guy scrounging for my ball. Scrounge, go find my ball. I'm like, I already got it, Mikey.
If you don't got a nickname for you, he calls you Louie. Hey, Louie. Hey, Louie.
Louie. No.
Louie. I use that so much at work now and shit, like walking through a store or something. I'm like, yo, Louie.
Just like
a random person.
So the first time we were he always calls me Louie, like when we're out and about. And the first time we were out with other people and he called other people Louie. And I'm swinging my head around what? Not you, idiot. I'm like, well, you fucking call me Louie all the time. Jesus Christ.
Dude, Hank thought you guys were beefing one day when you guys were paired up because Mikey kept calling Aunt Louie. He goes, yo, is he mad at him or something? He kept calling him fucking Louie all day. I go, no, that's just Mikey and Aunt, dude.
I'm good with it.
That's another thing, man. Mikey, now that when I did that though, mixing you up with people is because now that you know everybody, you're a lot more comfortable.
Absolutely. The only person that I didn't play with was Ant the Cartman.
Okay.
Me either.
And I think it's just because he joined up as late as he did.
Yeah, he was so sporadic because of football and shit. He does the flag football still, so if he didn't have those and I had the extra spot, he was one of the first guys I started calling. Just because he just enjoys it, dude. He literally is just a good kid. Fucking has fun out there. That's the kind of attitude and shit I want to see. Is he can go have a bad day, but he'll still come back at the end, and we're all bullshitting in the parking lot. He's laughing, joking. He don't give a shit. Just have fun. That's all that matters.
Just like the wide range of ages we have a wide range of emotions and personalities too. Because we have some people that'll melt down after 18 holes.
Oh yeah.
Try to pat them on the back, and they're like, "No, I played like shit." I'm like, it's okay. No, it's not okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Don't tell me it's a good putt. I fucking missed it. Yeah, shit like that. Shit like that. That's the thing, though. A lot of guys were bad with that, but it's starting to get a little bit better. And you can also the guys that you can pick at and the guys you can't pick at, kind of thing too. Where it's not going to bother. I know
Rock, you pick at everybody, man.
Yeah, I'll go at everybody for the most part.
I haven't gotten Fairway's threshold down yet. So,
bro, there isn't one. There's no. He just fucking goes, man. You never know with him. Some days, I remember last season, dude. Hank said something to him. He goes, "What the fuck did you say?" And he started walking at Hank like he was gonna fight him. And Hank's like, "What, Mike?" And he's like, "Well, caught off guard." And I'm sitting there knowing because he did it to me the day before, and I knew what he was doing to him, so I was just laughing. But that's the type of shit he'll do to people. Or the first time you play, he doesn't go, "Hey, I'm Mike. Nice to meet you." He walks up to you at the tee box. "Hey, man, who the fuck are you?" That's his introduction.
Yeah,
I saw him start some shit with kids in a parking lot getting in their cars. Like, "Hey, you guys ain't even close to old enough to be driving a car. I'm a cop, man. Let me see your licenses. I want both your licenses right now. You guys selling drugs?" These kids are like, no. They're actually 16 years old. Jesus. I'm like, "Mike, stop. You don't know these kids." He goes, "I'm just fucking with you. I like fucking with you guys."
It's crazy. Well, yeah, man, golf-wise, I mean, with the whole crew, Bob was probably, in my opinion, player of the year, which is the biggest improvement he made like consistently shooting low 80 rounds. All June, July, and August, he was on fire.
Yeah.
I don't think he shot a round over 85.
I'd have to agree.
Parisi right there with him, though. Parisi right there with him.
Player of the year. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you would. Yeah, it's hard to like think of roster and make arguments for anybody else, especially when you consider the improvement over the.
I mean,
Bub made every single week. He didn't miss a week at all.
That's two different trophies you could be giving out. Like the most improved.
Yeah,
I'd have to almost nominate Kirk because
he's in the conversation for sure
for most improved, but Bub's got to be like the most consistent.
Yeah, Bub really like the level. So Bub was at that plateau, and he really, I brought it up before, Mike. When he got that fucking putter, he started putting a lot more consistent, and his scores went down. Like he was, I literally don't think he shot over 85 in the whole summer.
I think that was a correlation of both his chipping game,
yeah,
and getting the putter at the same time, all coming together at the same time. And it seemed like he shaved almost 10 strokes off his fucking regular score.
He's almost to a 10 handicap right now. I think he's flirting with like an 11 right now.
Yeah, you joked all last year about how often he lipped out putts. It was a running joke.
If you go back and listen to some of the podcasts,
Yeah, he needs to start keeping track of stupid shit like that.
He does. No, he keeps track of every stat on his app. Like I can go look at his app and figure out how many rounds he played since he got that putter and like figure out his score. I'm curious to see what the putting average would be from like half because it's probably halfway through the year.
I know when he got the putter, I can look back in my photos thing and check it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but he made a big improvement. Parisi right there with him. Like Bub hit that plateau, and just this year he finally took that next step. Parisi too. Parisi's a very technical guy. He's very analytical to the point where I don't know if analytical is the right word, but like he's gonna focus on like that wedge. You heard him the other day, Brad. He's like, "Oh no, I got the 9 groove or the 10, whatever the hell." I don't even know what the hell he was talking about.
He's talking about the grind.
I don't even know nothing about that. But
he was trying to bust my balls because I sold it out from under him, and I was like, "Dude, you made it sound like it wasn't the right grind." He was like, "Nah, I'm just busting chops."
He's another one that's funny as shit.
Yeah.
But
dude,
he's also
some of the shit that he comes out with, dude, is like,
bro. You can't even say it. You can't even say it.
Not just that. Some of it is like I don't even know where to go with it. Like,
yeah. A lot of his like he's got good timing with his jokes too, which is good. That makes
like me, I used to live my life like speaking in movie quotes. Yeah, and he was doing it too. We were quoting Blue Streak the whole round. Talking about the Dave Chappelle and Martin Lawrence, the whole round we were just talking in movie quotes.
Yeah, you find a movie that he knows all the quotes from, and that's it. He's on a
and he does the voices, dude. He does. He's good. He's funny.
Bro, we spent one full round. I think it was a Friday round. We spent the whole round freestyling, like just he was like just crazy bullshit freestyles. Like didn't even make sense. I don't even know what we were saying, but like he would go for a couple, and then I would jump in off of something he said. It was like a circle at a whole party, just bullshit with the boys. It was funny. But he's another one, man. I got a feeling next year he's gonna, if he gets out and plays as much as he did this year, he's gonna make a big jump. He has Fridays off, we were talking, so that's a big thing.
Yeah, we were talking too during this last round this past weekend. Is he's got a child now. Like his focus is on his child, and when he can golf, he can golf. But like it's not at the forefront of his mind as it like it used to be.
Yep. And so you kind of see that. You kind of see that when it's kind of not playing as much.
I gotta be honest. It was like that. I mean, not that I golfed when my kids were young, but my kids get older, you start getting into the golfing thing, and now that the kids have their kids, meaning grandkids now, start losing a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Like,
it's tough, man.
I'm not looking to get out on a Saturday and a Sunday because I want to see the grandkids on a Saturday.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I don't play
selfish.
Saturdays, man. Saturday's family day. Like whatever we're doing it on Saturday.
I mean, there was a couple of years where me and Anthony were going out almost like a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday.
Yeah, definitely, especially before my kids, for sure.
Yep.
And that's the thing. When I'm golfing during the day, my kid's in school or with grandma, grandpa from out of town who don't get to see her all year, so they're going to spend the time with her.
Hey, Mikey. You remember the Bird and Lake deal on Friday nights? You used to meet me every Friday night out there. Brad, it was $10 to play as long as you could. I think it was it after 5 o'clock, Mikey? After 5? It was.
No, I think it was like after 4:30 or something.
Whatever it was, but it was play as much as you can with.
You get 18 in middle of summer.
Basically, always did. It was usually. We would get to like 16 a lot of times and it would get dark, or 15 a lot. But I don't know what kind of deal that was they were pushing, but bro.
It started, like, the place started falling.
It was when
apart.
I was living.
I don't
was
know.
that during COVID?
Right next to the course.
That wasn't
that long ago. It was
way before
That's
COVID.
Crazy, dude.
Way before COVID.
Before
this was back. Yeah, this was back.
Yeah,
when
absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
You were dating what's her name that lived out by there?
Before we lived together.
Yeah, it's that course isn't bad. That's a good course. That's a good course for tournaments, like to go play scrambles. Like that's a good like scramble course, but
it's tough. Keep your driver in the bag there.
Anthony, is that microphone plugged in this time? He's talking in the microphone Friday night like it was plugged in.
Oh my God.
But that thing still doesn't sound great, Anthony. I don't know what you're doing over there.
It doesn't sound good right now.
You're cutting in and out. But yeah, it's all right. We can hear you.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure it was plugged in this time.
Yeah, he was holding a microphone. We were watching the Tyson's fight. He's holding a microphone. We don't even have it plugged in. We're just live streaming on Instagram. He's thinking we have the whole regular podcast setup going.
We weren't even podcasting.
No, he was just talking into it. He goes, I just like the props. He goes.
Funny.
You're all good, Anthony.
Can you hear me better now? Was it this thing on the top? Can you hear me better now? No?
You're fine.
Nah,
you're still fine.
All right.
It almost sounded like just the connection was a little fucked up because you were going in and out a little bit.
Gotcha. Maybe because I'm just moving around, wiggling on this. Yo, how about I dumpster dived yesterday? My wife found this thing. This thing's practically brand new computer chair. She's like, it's right next to the dumpster. Go get it. It's a perfect chair for you, for your computer.
Did you roll across the parking lot in it?
Yeah, I just rolled it back. I was like,
did you sit in it though and like push it across with your feet?
But I was like, this is actually a good find. Like, no stains, no cum stains, nothing gross. We're good, man.
Put the blue light on there. You'll see some shit.
I did.
Yeah.
No, I made the wife
see some shit.
There was really nothing on it. I was like,
so for next year, boys, what do you guys want to do? You guys like differently? Like, I mean, obviously we'll keep pulling the cards and doing the teams and doing all that shit, but like different styles, like a Ryder Cup style round, or maybe make like mid-season tournament out of it, like we're 3 weeks of or 4 weeks of it. It's like an actual like tournament, something like that.
Got to do a 2-day.
That's what I'm thinking. But it might have to be 2 weekends where everybody can make the full commitment, because some guys can't play Saturdays because of work and shit like that. But I don't know. That might change for some people too now.
Right.
So we'll see.
I liked anytime we did a team thing, because that's how you become tight with everybody. You get to stick together for the whole day. You're taking the same shots. You're learning from each other. You're learning how each other reads putts. Like I love when we do scrambles and stuff like that, because it's all about the guys to begin with. It's all about the crew to begin with. So then to spend the day actually rooting for each other as a team, like I love doing that stuff.
Yeah, I had a ton of fun that day, Brad, that we went to the playoff hall. That was a good round. There were a lot of high fives that day.
I mean, there was a round where my group was in last. We were even. We weren't even close. And we knew that, but we were just having a great time. We just had awesome times. We were still playing together.
And that's
I like that kind of stuff.
Like with 12 guys and all different skill levels, like when we did these rankings, that kind of helped too, because I basically took it by tier of what everybody ranked it. Like really only 2 guys who didn't give me like their votes, I guess we'll call it, for the coaches poll was Fairway and Hank. I got everybody else's for the most part. So it was a pretty even, like when I broke it down, it was everybody kind of had it the same way for the most part. Except
it always just comes down to whether your team hits putts or not, as it always does. So
that's it. That is literally it. And once you guys had Hank to close out that, when Hank
I was just thinking of that.
Three of those, Hank was gonna freaking bury that putt. There was no doubt about it. There was no doubt about it. So all right, we'll do some. Now here's the other thing. Do you guys want to travel away from Freer Park more?
Well, see, that doesn't matter to me. I love Freer Park and all, but I don't mind moving around. But I don't have a membership at Freer Park. It's getting the crew that has the membership to be willing to leave Freer Park and go pay for a round somewhere. That's right. That's the hard part for you. But yeah, I love going to other courses. There's 6 courses in the Capital Region that are awesome. Oh,
there's a bunch we can go out. Like I also at Chrisman's Wyndham down in Catskill. That's pretty much a lock in. They're going to get back to me once they figure out their 2025 prices. Okay. And set something up. We'll figure out a weekend that works out for everybody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Let's take the crew to Vegas. We can always go play a round out there.
From what I understand, Cronin's up north, too.
Yeah, so my father-in-law goes up there all the time for his league tournament.
I've heard nothing but a bunch of old-timers say the place is fucking drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah. And they have a blast. Like they let you kind of do your thing up there and it's a party, like golf during the day, and they know you got like cabins and shit.
Yep.
I guess it's pretty legit. I would like to do that. And there's the other one up in Plattsburgh. The fuck's the name of it?
That's a hike. That's a long ways from home for the PPP boys.
That's 2 hours. 2 hours north ain't bad.
Is it? It's a 2 and a half?
It's 2. It's like Champlain, 2 hours, about 220.
Because when we got the PPP boys out into Binghamton this past year, it was a shit show.
It was. I think
the further we get from home, the worse shit gets for us.
I agree.
Why? What do you mean?
The Binghamton trip when we were out till 4 a.m. and half of us didn't make the tee time the next day.
Everybody got fucking hammered, dude. We literally, so it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and no, it was 12, and the bar closed at 2, and Jay decided to get a bottle. So like we walk up, I'm like, can I get a Fairway needed a Budweiser? I go, I need a Bud Heavy and a bottle of Grey Goose. So she's like, all right, like $25 or whatever it was. I go, no, I need a bottle of Grey Goose. She's like, oh, and like no one's bought a bottle in that joint in fucking years.
It's like a Binghamton college area, all college students.
Yeah, all college students and shit. And then like she's like, okay, so I even forget what it was, how much it was, and we bring it over there. Yeah, it was like $100 and change.
Yeah,
and we're sitting there, and we're like, damn, we got to finish this thing, and we're already banged up. Like we've been drinking the whole day. Like I was drinking at the golf course during the day, and I never do that. Was I with you, Brad? Oh no, you.
Yeah, that first day. Yeah, me, you. Yeah, that's when drinking. Fairway and Hank smoked us.
Yeah, you got that shitty transfusion.
When we stayed up in Glens Falls, what golf course was it that we played for the tournament, Anthony?
Airway Meadows?
No, Highland.
Highland.
Yeah.
That's a good place too, bro.
I played that for in the wintertime. I think they stay open all year as well.
Really?
Not just that, dude. It's the if you stay overnight up there, the party life up there is pretty good, man.
Saratoga nightlife.
It's not even Toga, Glens Falls, bro. We stayed.
Yeah, they got a little downtown strip.
Falls.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, dude, it was good.
That's where we stayed.
Brad, what was the? Go ahead.
The place that we stayed in, dude, was fucking epic.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Was it an Airbnb?
It was, but I think we lucked out, Brad, because didn't we go check the price now of what it actually is?
It's like 3 times it. Dude, it's right on the main strip, looking down on the main strip with all the people going in and out of the bars. Like we were right there, just in glass windows, right on. It was awesome.
Dude, we could all go somewhere too and get an Airbnb that sleeps 12. Like that's not.
Dude, that place would have.
Oh yeah.
That place for sure.
I did it with the boys. We went up to Old Forge a couple years ago. It wasn't a golf trip; it was just a guys trip. Like my buddy, like Tim, came home from Texas, and everybody came home, and we went out there and we just I think it was like 15 of us up there. Beautiful log cabin up in Old Forge.
Yeah,
it's like $100, $100 a guy for the weekend.
Yeah. Just got to get somebody like Anthony who loves to do this kind of stuff on their phones to set it up.
Well, he's working all day, and his dad's yelling at him. Can't get your shit together.
I got you.
What the fuck? So what do you guys got for highlights for you guys personally for the year? What was some big shots you made or something that stands out for you for the season? I got a feeling I know what Farina's going to say.
I mean, I'm not going to try to go first. I'm not going first.
I know what Farina's going to say, too. I'll go first for you. Hitting a flop shot from 65 yards and claiming it as an eagle for himself, even though it was a scramble, and that was the only shot of his for the round before that hole. But yeah, on the 7th hole at Freer Park to stick one in for us when we really needed it too, because we ended up almost tying that round when we won that when Hank hit it. So Anthony hitting an eagle, chipping it. I think it was probably 65, 70 yards.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to call out for him for sure.
That was awesome. Because that was huge for the team, man. That lifted us. We were all high-fiving. We were all in on that one.
Thanks, Brad.
So that's why I like those kinds of rounds, man. Like you get those moments where we're all in it together and it's just a good vibe, man. It was awesome.
Well, I'm not sure if this was on the PPP or just getting the guys together, but I have a vivid memory of Brad not having a real eagle as well, and that's one of my favorite memories.
Oh, that was last year, the end of the
same
season.
Situation, basically. I used your drive. Mohawk. I used somebody's drive.
That was Mohawk, yeah. That was
Mohawk and Mr. Brad.
That was at the beginning of this year.
I thought that was the beginning of this year, Rod.
Was it? It might have been one of the first rounds of this year, yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. I think it was this year.
Shit, yeah.
And my man, can I repeat what happened one more time?
Do it.
Yeah, we told you. I forgot to tee off. We forget to tee off.
I'm like, yo, Brad, man, I don't remember where you hit it. He goes, yeah, man, I didn't,
Brad,
and it's in my pocket.
No, Brad, you usually put it by me, so just drop a ball right here. We put a ball down. We hit our ball another 150 yards out. Just a nice little layup shot. About what, Brad? About 80
So
yards.
that shot was mine. The second shot was my own shot.
Yes, it was.
And left myself like 105.
Yes, you were. Yeah, because I was like 5 yards in front of you, and my man, he two-bounced it and slam dunked that shit. And we went nuts. So we were like, oh, shit.
I did that twice this year from 105.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's a good year for those.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I didn't get to see mine. Mine was a blind shot. We saw yours drop in.
Yeah, I think I only had like 3 or 4 chip-ins all year this year. My short game sucked bad this year. It was just inconsistent. Like I just really couldn't get it going. And certain times I did it good. Like if I'm 60 yards out, I'm fine. If I'm 10 yards off the green, I'm screwed. Because I'm probably going to skull it or try to flop it and blade it and just do something stupid. But I had a shot on. I eagled the gully hole. I chipped one in from about 65 yards out on a nice Friday afternoon league. It was a Friday afternoon. I don't even think it was a pitch putt and puff round, but that was my shot of the year. I got a bunch of. My goal is to eagle every hole at Freer.
How many you got?
I got 1 on 5, 6, 7, 14, 11.
Hey, you got some work. You got some work to do.
But I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Next summer's right around the corner.
Oh, dude, 120 days, baby. 120 days.
They need to get Freer Park onto a golf simulator so we can play that indoor.
I know. Well, they got it on the PlayStation game.
They do, which I've played a bunch of times, actually, and it is awesome.
Which game's that?
It's on
PGA Golf or
2. It's the one with Justin Thomas on the cover. Yeah. I can tell you later. I have it on my PlayStation. I play it all the time.
It's not the new one with the fucking
Rory
Tiger Woods.
It might be. I don't know. I haven't played the new one, but
they could have uploaded. So what happened, Mike, was an RPI kid used to fly a drone over the golf course. He would sit up on the 7th hole with his girlfriend and fly. I'm thinking it was this kid, and he would fly the drone around all the time, every night, because it was during COVID. Me and my buddy Christian would be up there all the time, and we would see this kid every single day. And I'm assuming he's the one who put the course up, because it takes I have the game. I tried to make a course. It's extremely hard and time and effort to make a course.
Yeah,
and this guy did it to a T.
I heard this kid was a programmer at RPI.
Yeah.
And like played the course a bunch at RPI and ended up working for EA Sports or whoever made the game, 2K Sports or something. So like he was an RPI kid.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So I don't know if he was the one flying the drone or not, but there used to be that kid up there every single night. But I knew it was an RPI kid.
I know Kirk said he's got the 2K23 with Tiger Woods on the cover, and he said that Freer Park's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. So once it was in it, yeah. Because I mean, once they make the course, it's there, right? Why get rid of it?
Every hole is realistic, except probably the second hole. They just can't get that slope to the way it is, the real life hill of it.
The Troy Country Club is in the game too.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
What about Brunswick Greens? Can we get a Brunswick Greens for Farina?
Not after his review.
Hills everywhere. Jesus Christ.
Right. It's gonna be a fucking version of what it is right now.
Yeah. A walking
on the
path.
game.
It's a walking path. So let's do run down real quick. What do you guys think for starting at the top? We'll work our way down. What do you guys think the rankings will be for next season to start the preseason rankings, early preseason predictions, like they do with the way too early draft for the NFL?
I think you see a lot of fluctuation in the game of the people on in this group. I mean, earlier this season, you had people shooting in the hundreds for the first few weeks that were never doing that, and then worked their way back. But the one person who's always stayed super consistent and with their technique and fundamentals is Parisi. So he's going to always start off as number one until somebody goes and unseats him. But then you got people like JR and Bub who like play well in flashes. Bub turned it on this season, but that's not who he was a year ago. So what are we going to see next season?
What are we going to see? Yeah.
So now it really is a toss-up, like coming out of next season. Is Bub going to be the one shooting the 104 for the first 3 weeks and Fairway and Hank come back? I could see those guys making a resurgence.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. You look at that top tier, there's 4 or 5 guys that could shuffle in and out of that top 2 or 3 spot. But in the meantime, I think you still have to leave JR and Bub up there.
Yeah, you kind of put them as those 3 really, because Parisi, if he doesn't play consistently, as we kind of seen on Sunday, Brad, he was struggling a little bit. He didn't play his best.
But even when he struggled, he hit the ball straight. He would hit the ball a mile in the air, and it would hang up there, and you're like, oh, wow, that's right at the pin. And then he would be a club or 2 short. So, yeah, he struggled a little bit. I mean, they were gorgeous shots.
Yeah, he strikes the ball really well.
Struggling. Yeah, I'm like, damn, man, I wish I struggled like that.
Yeah, but that's a struggle. Like, that's him struggling, like having a bad day, kind of like for him.
How's that new 60-degree?
I forgot it for the first 9 holes. I had to grab it in the parking lot out of the back seat of my car for the back 9. I was still peeling the paper off there, the wrapper off the handle as I was going to use it the first time.
Nice.
But it worked. It hit the ball.
Nice.
Yep.
The ball went in the air.
Yeah, you play pretty good with that. Like that's the other thing with I got a couple new clubs this year, and I got to fucking really just figure out my distance with them. It's just inconsistently with like a new 60, a new 56. So I don't really have those distance locked in.
Yeah, dude, I was watching this pro doing a shot tracer thing, talking about how to like put spin on a ball, and it had the shot tracer behind him, and he's like, so if you want to hit it 70 yards, you just got to hit it a little bit thinner, and the shot tracer stopped right at 70 yards. I was like, yeah, these guys are pros.
Yeah, that's insane. JR is really good with that too, locking in his distance.
Yeah,
it's 120. JR is going to hit it like 120.
Oh man,
it's important.
It is.
Well, yeah, knowing like a full swing club, but like from 75 yards and in, knowing kind of how to dial it back a little bit, man. That's where it gets tough, and that's what we don't practice a whole lot. Sitting there doing a 70% swing to hit it 70 yards with a 56 degree, where these guys do practice that. I think Anthony used to talk about Bryson DeChambeau or however far back he came.
He does the clock.
Yeah,
he does the clock.
Yeah, Mikey told me that.
They're dialed in like that, man.
Yeah, you basically turn 3 wedges into 12 shots.
Yeah,
because you got like the 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12.
I mean, Bryson's got it dialed in to where he's getting fucking backswing and follow through. He's got it dialed in to where he can add a yard, a half a yard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got that shit so dialed in. You see the new challenge he's doing right now, right?
No.
Well, what?
He bought a new house.
Oh, he's trying to hit it over.
Oh, he's trying to hit it over the house, and people are digging holes in their yard and shit.
Trying to hit a hole in one. Dude, he just bought a glass house, Brad. A glass house. He's hitting balls up and over and coming 6 inches from the hole on like his third shot.
Yeah.
He's doing it like one shot the first day, he missed it. 2 shots the next day. 3 shots the third day. 4 shots the fourth day until he makes it. And wow. I think he just made it not too long ago.
Yeah, because he's just missing. He was like, oh, that one's close, and there's somebody on the other side reporting it, like on a walkie-talkie, and they're like, oh, that one was 6 inches off.
Dude, then you got people doing it, breaking every single window in their house. You see the one video, the guy hit a golf ball, and his wife comes out. You just hit it at the nursery with your 8-month-old baby in there.
Yeah, I see that dude shit all the time. Those guys are funny.
They're funny as hell.
Nice.
I want to tell a quick fairway story.
Go
ahead.
Well, I got a couple of them.
I got plenty.
One of my favorite ones though was
I got some, but I can't tell.
Yeah, I got a lot of those.
When I was one of my days when I was out there with a camera, video, and getting footage for the podcast, and we were on the 12th hole. And I
remember this.
I had the ball tracers all set up, doing it for everybody. So then Mikey hits up further up tees. So I'm trying to just get a nice shot for him, just doing him a solid and getting the ball tracer, thinking I could get a good one for him. And I'm creeping up behind him, and he does his turnaround and sees me there. But he continues his shot. Dude, he's like, come on, man. He's like, you're just distracting me. And dude, he literally puts his shot right into the woods to the left-hand side. I was praying after he saw me that he was gonna nut one. I'm like,
that's the thing with filming, bro. You got to be slick about it. I try to do it when guys aren't even watching.
I know, dude. He was so mad. Dude.
Yeah, with those guys, you got to do it sitting in your cart.
Yep. Yeah. It's a lot of sitting in the car, or because Bob too. Bob doesn't like you standing behind him, so I try to get a lot of videos of, if you notice the Bob, I'm either parked way behind him and I'm zoomed in, or I'm off to the side where he can't see me. The 4th hole, I'll just sit in the cart and hold my phone like I'm on it, but I'm really filming the guys.
Yeah, no, he just gave me that look though when he turned around. That was a look of death. I think it took a long time for Mike to
I remember one day he asked me, he goes, hey, man, what's up with Anthony? I go, what about him? He one of the guys, man. Can I trust him, man? You got to get the approval. I said, yeah, man, you can trust these guys, dude. They're part of the crew.
They're all
right,
boys.
Man. And that's when he started busting your balls more. Once he starts busting your balls, you're in.
That means he likes you more.
Yeah, that means he cares.
It was too funny, though. I love the guy.
The fucking craziest shit that happened this year was the Hank situation, smoking that fairway birthday joint.
Ooh.
That was by far the
I was
craziest
so
fucking thing.
He pulled up. Fairway came up in the parking lot 2 weeks ago, and had one lit. He came over to Brad's car,
and you're like, no.
He hands it to me, and I hit it, and I was like, oh shit. Nah, dude, here. I handed it right back to him.
Just know that all his shit is RGB approved.
Killer Hank.
Yeah, it's either from a local farmer or from 420 Bliss. So he's good.
I was literally exhaling from the thing, and as I was exhaling, I'm going, fuck, dude, I'm gonna be dead on the course in a few minutes, man. Here, take this thing.
He's like, yo, man, no one wants to smoke with me, man. I go, Mike, no one's probably gonna ever want to smoke weed again, buddy.
Roger, the craziest part is you had literally just told me this story. And I think I went out and played with you guys on.
There you go. You came out midweek with us.
Midweek. It was like a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
And Roger's telling me the story, and it was just Roger.
It was the same hole. It was the same third hole.
All of a sudden, we're looking at Mike, and he's as white as a fucking ghost. And Roger's like, "Dude, what's wrong?" And he didn't answer him.
And Hank goes, "We got to bring him back, man."
He's like, "Wait,
what?
I think he smoked the same weed I smoked the fucking last week or the other day." I'm like, "What? Like, what are you fucking doing? What do you mean he smoked that same weed?"
Like, I don't know why I don't know if he thought like he threw it out and it was a different one or what he fucking did, but like that's craziness. Thank God that shit is gone. I asked him, I was like, "Mike, you got rid of all that, right?" He goes, I got one more.
He's saving it to kill somebody.
I'm like, "You fucking," he goes, "No, I'm just kidding."
He's saving that. He's saving that for some special girl.
Yeah, right. He'll be at truck stop 25. Fuck, Uncle Fairway. But he wants to stay busy. He wants to get a card game going or do something. I want to try to go to the simulator. I know a lot of guys don't play cards. I don't really play cards, but I'd even just go on like Sundays still and just kick and watch some football just to do something. We got to figure out something.
I'd like to hit the simulator, but I don't know if I want to hit like the simulator for a round of golf.
Why don't we just do?
I'd rather do like a fucking
range
session,
driving range. Yeah.
If we get it for 2 hours, you do an hour like driving range or 45 minutes driving range. You get 4 or 5 guys. Everybody gets their turn. Then you do the little closest to the pin or whatever.
Yeah, what we do though is do it like on a night of a good game or something, and we'll get one of those rooms. We all order food, and we're all kind of just sit around, hang around, and you make a night out of it, and just everybody chilling. Not necessarily, if you swing the club a few times, great. But if you're splitting it 5-6 ways for one of those rooms, it's really not bad at all.
No, it's not.
I mean, if we get the whole Pitch Putt Puff crew, it's going to be what? Probably 10, 12 dudes.
You can get 3 bays.
Yeah, maybe do a couple bays.
Yep.
2 or 3 bays, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should look into fucking ballpark figures of what it would cost.
We did a league a couple of years ago up there on Thursday nights. I think we did it, and it was like $30 a night for the 2 hours. But I think the price went up since then, so it's probably like $40 per person for the couple hours, 4 people. It's probably $80 an hour, $70 an hour, something like that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what we're spending anyway to play it for your park.
Right. You're just doing it for a couple hours. You don't have to walk everywhere. Like you said, though, Brad, the one thing I hate is the up and down. Like sitting there, getting comfortable.
Yeah, my back starts to hurt.
Fuck, man, I got to get up. It's my turn. I just sat down. What the fuck?
That's why I end up standing a lot. I feel like I'm hovering over people, but I stand a lot.
Yeah.
Creeper.
But
yeah.
Well, boys, Anthony, Mikey, welcome to the crew. Glad we added you guys to the crew this year.
Thank you.
Kirk,
Thanks, Slim Pickens.
Yeah, Kirk. We got Ant-Man added to the crew. Yes, hopefully we bring Steve back full time next year. And I'm assuming everybody else is coming back.
What's going on with that hoodie? What's going on with that hoodie? I want that hoodie, man.
I got to order it. Yeah, I got to get the final order. I got shirts coming, t-shirts coming from Legends for us, and I got I'm gonna do the hoodie order through someone local. So
nice.
The boom. It's just
Raj. I have to say thank you, bro, and you did a great job organizing the PPP every week.
Man,
everybody happy. It's not an easy job what you do.
It's not, man, but it's not hard either. It's because you guys, I mean, you make it easy when, as long as everybody shows up, it's really not that bad. I hate the fucking Saturday.
When you don't show up, you make Roger a dull boy.
I get fucking pissed. That's the only time I get mad, when people are like super late, and I gotta adjust the groups and tea times, and I'm worried about like where they are, opposed to maybe practicing a little bit, chipping.
Or maybe that you forgot them and you're standing in the parking lot asking who's going to go pick them
forget
up.
Kev.
That kind of stuff happens.
Dude, that was 4th of July. Kev overslept too, luckily, because he had a card game. So I went into work at midnight and I fucking rushed to get to the course because it was the 4th of July round. And I'm like, yo, who am I riding with? And I think I was riding with Kev that day. I go, where the fuck's Kev? I'm like, fuck, I gotta go get him. I had like no gas because I was rushing to get there.
Raj, you didn't sleep, right? At all.
I slept like 2 hours, dude. Yeah.
The funniest was, I think, as you were realizing this was happening, you were like, somebody's got to go get Kevin. Because I remember standing there thinking, yeah, you got to go get Kevin.
Fuck.
You forgot his ass.
I forgot him, man. Shout out, Kev. I had so much fun with Kev in Binghamton, though. He was like the highlight of my Binghamton trip, dude. Freestyling in the parking lot. The videos we have of Kev, man. If I could ever release them.
It was a good year, Roger. Good shit, man. Love all you guys.
And then the one guy, I don't want to tell this story. I was going to tell a story, but I can't. It's too crazy.
It for next week.
I'll save it for a different. I'll save it for a different one. Because like me and Fairway,
save it for your memoir.
Yeah, me and Fairway go out in the course. We play with like a lot of random people during the week. Like we'll get paired up with people, and like you'll hear stories, and like there's crazy shit that we hear from people. I'm not gonna say it, but like we meet some really, really different people, different characters out there, and like we got paired up one day with this one kid who played for his first time, and you would have thought he was like a scratch golfer, dude. He's like, you could tell him and his buddy's like, I've never really played before, but he was crushing the ball right down the middle, baseball player.
Me and Anthony got paired up with the dudes from that did the bookkeeping for the Gilded Age.
Oh no shit.
Oh yeah, they were all up, because they were filming in Troy, and a bunch of those guys golf.
Yeah, yep. It was cool as fuck, bro.
Oh no shit.
The one dude was actually pretty good too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because when those guys go work on scene on a set or something, they don't go home on the weekends, so they'll bring their golf clubs because they're somewhere they've never been and they're stuck just sitting around, so they'll golf. Yeah, I know a few guys that worked on that set.
Yep.
From the city.
Mikey, was it you with me at Cape Cod when the drummer of Dark Star Orchestra, the Grateful Dead cover band, came?
Oh yes. He invited us to go
to the show.
To the show that night.
Yeah. So it was basically I had just started getting into like Grateful Dead because of my other friend Brad Fuller, and dude just drove by me I saw the Grateful Dead head cover. And I was all baked. Mikey and I were smoking one anyways. And I was like, nice head cover, dude. So he drove by and then he looped around and he came back and he was like, hey, man. He's like, you like Grateful Dead? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I like them. He's like, yeah, you ever heard of Dark Star Orchestra? I'm like, yeah. I mean, you guys come to Albany every year, I think. My buddy goes all the time. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm the drummer. He goes, we have a show here. He's like, you should come out tonight. It was just cool. It was cool running.
That's cool.
Shit. Oh, yeah, no shit.
If you look them up, they're giant, dude. They have a giant following. Probably the biggest Grateful Dead cover band, Dark Star Orchestra.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just cool. Running, you never know who you're gonna run into at a golf course at any random spot, you know.
Good story, Anthony. Good story.
It really is amazing who you end up getting paired up with.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, imagine being like a member up at National and you got that extra spot and you get paired up with like Bill Parcells or someone that's
that's like an Anthony story right there. I've never met anybody famous golfing.
A Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, right. Never know.
That's cool.
Portnoy popping up there because he just bought a house up in Toga.
Yeah, man.
Oh, jeez.
But
get around in with Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, that'd be sick. So I officially took my clubs out of the car. Season is officially done.
Mine right there behind me.
That's a wrap, man.
I've been dreading it, but yeah, I'm ready to do the same thing.
It sucks.
They're ready to go right back in. As soon as it's 50 degrees, they're ready to go right back in the car.
We're right back out there. Out there.
It sucks because they're gonna be going right back out there the first time we hit the simulator.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
I was at the simulator last week.
Seen you with the kids.
It sucks. It's a weird. It's a different feeling loading your clubs up when it's ice cold out.
And
when it's fucking gorgeous.
Fucking blows.
I just can't hit my driver in those fucking things, man. I can't. I just feel like, especially because I hit the ball so low, a lot of times it doesn't register. And then the other times I just feel like I'm going to hit the computer behind me and shit. I hate it. I hate those fucking
things. It's not the real thing. It's fun.
Mikey, you still fucking working out there? James still slaving you or what? Are you done finally?
Nah, I'm done.
Yeah,
done.
Good for you, man. Salute. Congrats. Enjoy
Sitting
the
home. Gonna start my fucking MLB career.
Good.
And hopefully I'm gonna check and see if Fair Park's on the 2K23.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I think it is. It's got to be,
man. You worked hard this year, man. Enjoy it. I know you look forward to this time of year every year, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good,
I was looking forward to going down to the city and doing some Christmas trees with my boy, but my boy was full of fucking empty promises, man.
You don't want to be slinging those things, Mikey. They're bigger than you are.
I don't know. I heard
Sorry, man.
Fuck that. Nah, that's all right.
He's got all the guys coming back, dude. All the little guys, all the college kids coming back.
I was looking forward to it just to go down and fucking experience it. Brad,
it's an experience, bro.
That shit don't scare me because I've done spas in big people's houses. You know what I mean?
They don't scare you?
Nah, you got to put a spa in some fucking multi-million-dollar home where you got to take a banister out and bring it up fucking 3 flights. And,
yo, let me tell you though, Mike. There's nothing like carrying There's nothing like carrying a 10-footer, no diddy, up 10 flights of stairs. Bro, it's a son of a bitch, man. All twisting and turning and shit because it can't fit in the elevator.
Oh my god!
Getting all kinds of tree sap all over you because the thing's starting to soften up because it's getting warm.
I'm pulling sap off me until the freaking end of Christmas, man. It's brutal. My hands are like I got to get that that mechanics soap, that orange shit to get the sap off my hands.
The lava soap.
Yeah, basically, that porous shit. Yep.
Fucking Google on.
Yep.
But boys, good season. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. We'll figure out something to do with the simulator. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with. Gonna change up the episodes. Might do some like throwback episodes and repost some of the old ones, with different guests I've had on, or pull clips and do like best of episodes for the Christmas season, just to figure out, maybe take a little break. But I got a bunch of things lined up. Got some cool guests coming on. Finally locked up the Orange Bowl boys, so I have a little Miami Hurricanes talk on here. Hopefully they're still in the playoffs when that day comes. So
go blue, go blue. Wherever your national champs are.
For now, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not even ranked, are they?
No, dude, they got like 9 losses.
They're not Florida State bad though.
They're not as bad as the Noles, man. Wow,
I can't believe how big of a
undefeated last year to almost winless this year. Yeah.
It's bad. It's
let's
tough
go,
to
Mets.
see.
Mikey,
let's go, Mets.
Let's go.
Get Soto. Get Soto.
Hang up on these guys, would you, Roger?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even follow baseball, dude. It's like whatever.
Soto's gonna be in Canada with my Jays.
Get the fuck out of here.
Canada doesn't even know how to play baseball.
They were, dude. They did talk to him. It's the Yankees, Blue Jays, Mets.
I heard.
Canada can't even fucking figure out how to do the hockey thing.
He gets free healthcare up there, bro.
So here's the thing. I swear the insider says that Steve Cohen is going to pay him, no matter what is offered, $50 million more than anybody's offering. So then the next question is if he takes less, does he just not want to play for the Mets? That's could be the answer. The
$50 million is just going to go to New York taxes anyway, though.
Yeah, but if he goes to the
Yankees, not. It's not because his main residence is in Cali, so he's worse taxes.
Off. Right, Probably is worse.
He's probably worse.
Probably is.
You know what I mean?
But
that's why Florida. That's why fucking Jeter had his place down in Florida.
Yeah, no state tax right down in Tampa.
Yeah,
so you got to do it. Beat the system.
I think this is gonna be the one time that the Mets fucking pull through, Mike. I really do. I think it's
no shot. It's the same big old Sap story ever, bro. He's like a Mets and Jets fans, bro.
You sound like a Bills fan.
This is the year.
Get out, Jets fan.
This is the year we got him. And go get him, baby.
This is it.
Who watches that 2-hand touch stuff anyways?
Yeah, Mikey. I miss you.
That's why I watch college, man. College football all day.
Twigs up.
All right, there we go. All right, boys. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll be back on Monday. most likely, and I'll have a guest for you guys on Monday. But appreciate everybody tuning in to the season recap. Make sure you guys go check out shadyshafts.com, promo code PUFF20 to save yourself 20% at checkout. Appreciate you boys jumping on. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks,
Later.
Raj. Good night, guys.
Puff Podcast.
Beep, beep, beep.